You still there?
Yeah, the stream is starting. Hey everybody, welcome to the Gamer Show. This is the ELITEcast. My name is Gray, and tonight I'm joined by my good friend and co-host, Mace. Mace, you there?
I am Gray. Hello.
And we're a little late as normal because of technical difficulties, because we're on the PC tonight. That's right, we are playing Elite Dangerous on the PC. And we do not have anacondas. No, we just have... Well, I just got a Python. Mace is flying a Type 6, which is another awesome ship. And tonight, we're going to work on the community goal, the special Total Eclipse community goal, in honor of the Total Eclipse from 2 days ago. And everything's new here because we're playing on the PC. We're trying to use Skype for voice, which OBS seems to like. And just weird things happen, you know? Try something new. Any case, I'm heading towards a place that Mace has found where we can get stuff for the community goal. And it's a beautifully easy place to spell. ANDR.
It's true.
Good stuff. So like we do every show, I want to call out to our... everybody's posted up on the site, up on the channel, on YouTube. And the funny thing I have is every time I click on something else, it minimizes Elite Dangerous, which is very weird. So I gotta be careful where I am when I do this. But in any case, let me just point the ship there, and we'll go through all the people who've commented. Matrix Native, Gaz the Dude 2017, Wolverine Prime is back again. Hey Wolverine, how you doing? As well as Tarn Ka. How you doing, Tarn? I know I'm saying that wrong, and I apologize. Merrick, Gamer Hudson, Tristan Fariel, Zeno Neomorph, Mallory001, and the last one we'll do today is Matthew Bissell, and we'll also put in Donovan Hawkins and McGaddy Seal. So thank all of you guys for all your new posts and comments. Really appreciate it. We'll love hearing from you. Now, let me get the Total Eclipse page up here. And we can see here. Let me just take a look at this. Get Elite back up. And let's see. How many more jumps do I have to go? 2 more jumps to Ander. Okay. Great. And I don't have the star data for that, the star system data for that. So I'll have to wait till I get in the system to find that.
No, it's small. It's no big. It's like 200. The first station pad will give you good supply.
200 light seconds away, and it's an outpost, so it's easy in, easy out. I like that.
You bet. And it's got over 28,000 titanium units.
Nice.
Apparently, my Type 6, though, actually is 2 jumps when it's fully loaded.
Oh, I believe it.
I'm not used to a small ship. It's been a good long time, probably since October, since I had a Type 6.
I'm just trying to arrange things on my screen so I can see everything. It's not easy. All right. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Just throw out there that we are on a 30-second delay because that's what works best for us. So if you type something in, we'll probably be a good 30 seconds before we see it, before you hear us respond to it, because of the delay, just to make sure we have as little lag as possible. And here we come to Ander. Yep. I won't be able to reply to anybody in the chat. I'll just have to do it verbally, because for some reason, every time I click on my screen with the browser on it, it minimizes Elite from my main screen. So that's what you get. All right.
So Gray, the first station when you get there is GIRAUD, Colony, and it's a landing pad type.
Outpost?
Outpost, yep.
I'm just filling up my tank, but I guess I don't need to do that. All right, let's go into the good old system map here. So we figured we're on the PC because we want to talk about the PC beta, which is going live for everybody in the next few days. So if you own Elite Dangerous on the PC, you'll be able to try that out, and you don't have to spend any money. So it was available to people who have bought the beta or bought beta access, but only for 3 days. And I honestly never get a chance. I downloaded it, but never get a chance to try it. Oops, slow down. I'm talking. I'm not driving. Now, Mace.
Mm-hmm.
Can you send me a wing invite? Are you somewhere where you could do that?
Yeah, I'm just auto-docking, almost done. Let's see what happens.
I know we were having trouble with that earlier.
Multi-crew is there, another ship is there. I don't see any people, like you're up there.
I see another commander. I don't see you.
Rats.
Are you at the outpost?
I am docked at this, what do you call this? Yikes, long name. HIPPARCHUS terminal.
Okay, so you are at the destination. I'm here picking up the cargo.
Okay. My hope is that we'll be able to see each other when we're in the same. Let me just check. Okay, wing is on. Direct message. All of that stuff's on. Let me check my beacon just in case that matters. Beacon's not on. Now it's wing.
And you joined my private group.
I did.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Very
Almost
good
there.
neutral word for that.
Trying to keep it positive. Trying to keep it positive. So Tanya, I see you in the chat. Do you have Elite on the PC? Do you have Elite? Do you have it on the PC? Do you have it on the Xbox or PS4? Let us know. Again, my apologies to everybody. I'm not typing in the chat because it keeps minimizing Elite Dangerous for some strange reason. We don't... there must be some NPCs here because I get denied.
I did too when I first got there. Unfortunately, it is a busy station.
Because they get all the goodies.
Yeah.
Alright. What are these guys doing? They're taking off. Yeah, so we want to talk about the beta, but first, let's see if we can't get into a wing. Man, I don't think I'm getting very good treatment here. They're letting everybody else and their brother dock besides me. Alright, well, we'll play the waiting game here. Mace, you're on your way back yet?
To you? I could be.
Yeah, head back. You sold your stuff?
I did.
Yeah, come on back. I gotta actually, I didn't even accept the community goal yet, so I better do that before I start selling stuff.
I just thought I'd check it real quick too. Alright, so I've done 96 tons. I'm at 300, top 100%.
Okay.
So I'm started. It'll take a lot longer with the Type 6 than the Anaconda, that's for sure.
Yeah, even forget the 75% though. It must be worth something, right? Some good money.
I think it's at 4. What's it say here? 75% is 1.1 million. The top 50 is 2.2. 25% is 3. 10% is 3.8.
So read the 75 again. What's the 75?
Go back. 75% is 1.1 million.
Okay, that's not much.
It's actually one of the smallest I've ever seen. Especially for one that's going to end tomorrow. And it's like 60%, 70% done.
Okay, give it to me. Here we go. So while we're waiting for you to come back here, why don't you tell us the story of what happened to you in your Anaconda this week?
I'm very confused. I was in a system. Oh, gee, I wrote it down somewhere, but I came into a system I'd never been before. It was all unexplored. I went to. I read somewhere that this particular system had a lot of federal scan missions, so that's why I went there. And there was only 2 planets. After scanning all the planets, 2 planets had bases. So I went to land at one, and then got distracted, came back, and my ship was destroyed. So the next time I went back there, now I'm dying to know, like, what the heck happened. So I went back with my Anaconda again after 27.8 million rebuy, and went to the other planet just in case it was something about that one planet. And I was not wanted. I did not have a bounty after me. It was 0 credits or bounty on the right side panel for me. All of that looked good. Above the fuel, there was nothing about wanted, illicit cargo, nothing. And got down to the planet, did the normal stop, requested docking, got accepted. It mentioned that I was accepted. Then it also mentioned that automated voice that said docking computer engaged. I started to land. I was probably 2 kilometers above it, and a ship near me scanned me, I assume a authority, and all of a sudden, before in the blink of an eye, the red wanted went above the fuel, and some message at the top left about we don't allow criminals to dock here, and they started shooting at me and took out my engineered first couple of rings of the shields, and luckily I did chaff and boosted and warped out of there and hopped out of the system. So I almost got destroyed again. It was almost over a $50 million day for me.
Now, you also said something
Credits.
you were able to confirm. You were able to confirm about the cartographics. You lost all your cartographics, right?
Oh, yes. That first death, as you mentioned before, I had at least a couple hundred cartographs stored to rank up, and those got wiped out. Completely cleaned out to 0, and also my pilot, who I was carrying for my onboard fighter, was killed and gone. So I had her for quite a long time. She probably made about 45 million credits off of me because she was almost up to the next level from, I think it's Master after Expert.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a pretty bad day all around.
Yeah, I still don't understand what happened to you.
I can only guess is the first time I entered the system before I got killed, I was inundated twice and I destroyed them. They were was a Fer de Lance and some other ship, I forget. They inundated me, knocked me down, because I always keep some cargo just intentionally get inundated and get credit that way for killing bad guys. And they were wanted and they shot first. I shot second and destroyed them. And I can only guess that they were friendly with these bases, and they had some sort of I had negative rep with them or something. That's my only guess I have. But if our listeners, have some other ideas, I'd be really fascinated to know why. Just doing some normal routines cost me 30 million credits practically.
Yeah, because you were not wanted.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And I have a video. I maybe you could post a part of your video, but I recorded it. Luckily, the second time when I was in warp and I escaped, I hit the record that off the Xbox, and it's 2.5 minutes or so before I changed to wanted, so you can see the whole thing.
Wow.
All right, I'm at Guard Colony's outpost. Are you still here?
I just left. Get your stuff and come back.
Oh my gosh, are you still in the system?
No,
we should try
I was just listening to you, and I just started playing. And
autopilot, yeah.
Yeah, I went on autopilot. So get your stuff and come right back.
I only asked because this is a Type 6, no weapons. I'm about as delicate as a flower, so.
Well,
I get it.
My Python has no weapons either.
Oh, you did say that.
Yeah,
oh,
this is a cargo hauler Python.
Got it. Yep. So you're just going to run anyways. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I even have everything's light. I don't have a lot of money on the PC. I don't know what I'm rocking right now. Yeah, I got a 3.6 million rebuy, and my balance is 4 million. I pretty much, I have 13 ships, so I pretty much have put every penny I've made, every credit I made. All right, people give me a hard time when I say dollars and pennies.
Yes, credits.
Yep.
I goof up sometimes.
Every credit I've made into ships. I don't know why. I just wanted to collect ships. When they allowed us to customize the ships with nameplates and with, whatnot, then I had to start collecting them all.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I love that. I have every single ship except for the Corvette now on the Xbox.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes. And they're all pretty built. They're all... Yeah, I think I'm almost at 4 billion credits now for net worth.
I'm not... I don't even think I'm a billion yet, to be honest with you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I'm only 43 million credits here, it looks like, on this.
I'm going to have to check mine. At least I'm beating you. I may not be able to beat you on the Xbox, but on the PC, I got a head start.
I'm going to try to catch up. Maybe a little mustard.
I am, and on the PS4, I am way ahead of you. Way ahead of you.
Oh.
I am infinitely have more than you. All I have is a hauler, but that's still infinitely more than what you have on the PS4, which is 0.
Yes, right. Exactly. You're too funny.
Hey, you gotta take wins where you can get them, right?
Absolutely. Well, it's all those, and what's funny is, I've noticed on the PC, it's like my old days. It makes sense to do passenger missions. I might actually, when we're done with this, take my Type 6 and do passenger missions because when you're allied, you're like 4 or 5 million. I'm allied in Jebel.
Okay.
Before I went over to Quince, and I noticed 4 and 5 million passenger missions. Now that's a lot for the level I'm at the PC.
Yep. I'm just doing a little external camera work here.
It takes about an hour. I guess a 27 jump with the Type 6. I probably could do 4 to 6 million in about 40 minutes, something like that.
And we're down.
So you're at the station?
Yep, and I'm going to sell some stuff.
Landing safely completed. Lockdown procedure initiated. The services of this Imperial facility are at your disposal, Commander.
Metal. Heavy metal. There it is. Sell. So just a reminder, everybody, we're on a 30-second delay, so if you type something into the chat, we won't see it for 30 seconds. That was what we found gave us the best syncing with the game and audio and whatnot. Let's see here. Mission board. Community goals. Total Eclipse. 208, top 100%.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to do 3 runs, 2 more runs to get past that.
Yeah, well, we'll find out shortly. While we do that, though, while I wait for you, let me take the... put the camera in external mode, so there's something to actually look at. Take a look at the station here and see the ships coming and going. All right, work with me, camera. Work with me now. Okay, so we'll do that. Now let me go over to the... Now let's start talking about the 2.4 beta. Now, 2.4 is was all about the Thargoids. And, you know, aliens, they have arrived. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know. They said after that they were going to do a lot of work on the core mechanics of the game. My words, not theirs. And, you know, I think that was well received. You know, hey, yeah, because a lot of people have been asking for, you know, additions to, you know, just all the core stuff, exploration, mining, etc., etc., etc. Even I would like to see some work done with multi-crew. Because right now it makes no sense for us to fly together because the guy who's a passenger makes no money.
Yeah, I agree.
You should be able to pay him like you pay your ship launch fighter, your crew member, your NPC crew. You should be able to decide how much you want to give. You know, up to 50%, I would think. And you know, you should allow the passenger to plot routes and things like that. You know, so the pilot can just fly. You know. That's my opinion.
I did some mining in our other home base on Xbox, Okanara, and it was kind of fun. I found that there's a ring. I think it was the 8th system. I'm sorry, the 8th cluster, if you will. And it's got all these, you know, ice asteroids, excuse me, around it, and that's where you get. Oh gosh, was it methanol? Hydro crystals, I think it was. And I actually did 2 missions. They were like 500,000 each, so not a real big payout, but it was just kind of fun just to do something different with the whole refinery and all that. And it took a while though. I mean, per hour, it's not a good one, but it was fun, different.
And that's, you know, that's what I tell people who start the game. It's like, hey, mix it up. If you do the same thing all the time, it will get boring. I'm not the type of person who likes to do the same thing all the time. I actually don't like to do the same thing all the time. So we got a new chat here. Hey, I want to say there's a dozen of you guys out there at least watching. Say hi in the chat. I'd love to call out your names as you and thank you for watching there. So and Mace, if you if you have a second monitor, maybe you should pull up the stream too so you can see the chat. But in any case, Succubus Khan, or Chan, rather, I'm sorry. He's recommending Chronicles of the Milky Way for some story if you're interested. Well, thank you. That's a little different of a recommendation, but thank you anyways. Again, we are on a 30-second delay, folks. So if you type something in the chat, it'll take us 30 seconds for you to hear us respond. But let's go back to the beta. We kind of got off on the side here. Mace, are you on your way back here, by the way?
I'm just landing at the base now, the CG base here.
Did you come through the slot yet?
I'm about to request docking.
Okay. Let me know when you're coming through the slot, because I have the camera focused on the slot. But I want to talk to the beta. Hey, Castor! 07 to you too, Commander.
Auto dock engaged.
So I was just expecting 2.4 to be all this alien content, but they said, hey, we're going to do a beta to test out all the little patches and fixes and things that don't have to do with the actual new surprise content. They're not testing out the story. They don't want to give away the surprise, of course, but they wanted us to test all the new content. And hey, Jim. It is pretty interesting. We get a whole series, Jim, on playing it from scratch. We did 2 Guys in Space. If you want to know more about the game, check that out. Mace and I go from 0 to hero under several episodes. In any case, I was surprised when we get the list of things to test out. So let me start going through those. Did you come in yet, Mace?
I'm coming to slot right now. Ready? My nose is piercing the slot.
All right. The reason we're watching is because we couldn't find each other. Where are you landing? 26?
38.
38. 38.
Type 6.
I see something that looks like a Type 6 that just came in. Yeah, that's definitely a Type 6. Because we can't find each other for... Oh, yeah, that's you. So you are here. When you land, see if you can send me an invite.
Sure. I got the chat up now, and I see your live stream.
Oh, good. You can see the chat, too? Excellent.
And your Python's gray, it looks like.
Yes, kind of a greenish gray, yep.
That's appropriate.
So let's see if we can get into a wing. I see you now. It doesn't say your name, though. It just says local. That's the weirdest thing. It says Type 6 local. It doesn't have your name. Like I have another friend who's online in a different private group. I'm going to write you to the wing.
I'm just selling my stuff. Give me 1 second. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, I see it. I see it. Hold on. Hold the bus.
Come on. Fingers crossed. Yes.
Yay!
Uh-oh.
Happy dance.
You're coming through twice now.
Sorry?
Oh. We're getting your audio twice.
No. It's going through the game and through the chat? Through Twitch?
No, through in-game, the in-game audio.
Yeah. So I should turn off in-game. Didn't even think of that. Let me see.
I'm going to mute you. I just muted you. But if you can turn off your in-game chat. You're not hearing me twice.
Correct, I am not. Options.
That's so funny. So we usually play on the Xbox, but we're playing tonight on the PC. Good. There you go. Now, where'd you do that? Where'd you do this?
Under wing, I see your character, and of course, Greylock. And then options, and it says, it used to say disable voice comms.
Okay. I don't see it there, so good deal. All right. So let's head back and get some more stuff, and we'll talk about the beta features while we do that.
Okay.
All right. So first things first here. I need to go over here. What's the name of the place? Ender?
Yes.
No.
ANDR. So and then just R. Isn't that what you said?
What's the name of the station?
GIRAUD.
Gerard.
Colony.
Let's call it Gerard.
Sure. Sorry, I got a little frog in my throat or something.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Launching. Casta, do you play on the Xbox? We're playing on the PC tonight, but we usually play on the Xbox because that's where we started. So we're rocking some pretty weak ships tonight. Oh! Yep. Did you already leave, Mace?
I just shot out of the station.
All right, go ahead and head over there. I'll be right
Okay.
behind you. I also picked it up on the PS4 just to see what it was like and to create some tutorial videos. And I gotta say, it's just as good on the PS4 as it is on the PC. I mean, the PC you can really crank the graphics up, right? If you have a high-end PC. But besides that, I mean, Xbox, PC, PS4, same exact game. It's very cool. Very, very cool. In any case, so let's talk about the new features in 2.4. The ones that we know about that are in the beta that's coming out for everybody to try who owns the game. So if you own the game, the beta is going to be free. I think this is the first time they've done a free beta for owners of the game. Typically, you have to buy a beta. Okay. I appreciate Con. I appreciate it when you kick in. That's great. Yes, if I forget something, please chime in. Caster is on the Xbox One as well. All right, Commander. Good to have you. We typically play in Mobius on both the Xbox and the PC and the PS4, but tonight we're not playing in Mobius. We're playing in a private group. So do a little fuel scooping here and see if I can't line up on this star. You can see Macebyte in front of me. Oh, I already see. I'm not even paying attention. I'm already there. So here's the first set of new features. Hollow Me. Now, Hollow Me is the whole avatar. That's the avatar creator on the Xbox, right? And I think it's cool. We've talked about this many times on the show, how detailed it is. And I think I can get it. Yeah, so there's my avatar here. See, oh, there he is. I think, I got a lot of games. I got hundreds of games. And these are some of the best avatars. Whoops. A little too fast there. Slow down, baby. So they're adding save slots, which I think is cool. So you can have several different looking Hollow Me avatars and load them and save them. That's cool. Very cool. They're adding 12 new hairstyles. Cool. And they're also adding outfit save slots, so you don't have to save your entire appearance. You can just save your outfit, as well as eyewear. And of course, I want some really cool shades, because that's just how I roll. So what do you think? What do you guys think about that? Any thoughts? What do you think, Macy, on those Hollow Me features?
It's very cool. There are some other wish lists I have for the game, but I think that avatar is pretty amazing.
Will you get eyeglasses? Will you get glasses, like shades or whatnot?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah. I should make my character a little more defined. I honestly did it quickly on the Xbox. Haven't even done the PC one. I was just starting to when I was waiting for you. But I should finish that too.
Now this. Go ahead.
Oh, just saying it is an awesome extra feature they just added in. So we definitely want to take advantage of it.
Some other new features they're adding, and they want people to help test out in the beta. Again, the beta's only on PC. Is they added a bunch of new synthesis. So now you can create heat sinks, chaff, limpets, and top up life support. So if you're one of those guys or gals who are going way out there, right to the edges of known space and beyond, there's going to be no stations to reload your heat sinks or your chaff or your limpets, right? And so being able to synthesize those is pretty awesome, in my opinion. So although the repair limpets, we'll talk about those in a little bit, not as good right now as they could be. And if you're out in Colonia, they have added a bunch of new planetary bases for you to check out. So Colonia is 21,000 light seconds away. I mean, light years away. Light years away. And yeah, it's hard to get to. So in any case, there's only one landing pad here at this outpost, and I guess Mace, you're going in.
Yeah, I'll try to be quick.
All right, so here's some more new features we'll talk about while we're waiting here. Ship rebuy penalty. Move the Skype window over here so I can actually see the text. And come over here. Yeah, I hear you, Caster. Caster saying he'd like to see some changes with the Hollow Me too. Yeah. So those are some pretty nice features. Let me know when you launch, because I'm going to go through the beta some more. So a ship rebuy penalty. If you are the player who commits a crime, commits a murder in PvP, there's going to be additional costs. There's going to be if you switch to a suicide sidewinder right before causing a crime, you're going to pay more for your rebuy than just what the sidewinder is worth. So to kind of penalize you for switching ships to go kill somebody. There's also going to be bounties placed on you So when a player commits a crime of murder, PvP only, they're going to receive an additional Pilots Federation bounty.
Huh.
It's valid everywhere except Anarchies. Yeah, so there. I mean, you could hide in the Anarchies, and
What's the duration?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Now
I'm
there.
out.
Oh, are you out? Let's see if I can get
Launching.
What? There it goes. Here we go. Well, let the autopilot take us in. They also added, they revamped the inbox, so they're making that look better. They're making longer chained missions. So if you're, if you know how you can do a chain mission and there's 1 or 2 chains, they're making much longer than 2 steps. They're actually coming out with repair limpets that can repair your ship and can repair your hull, your canopy, which is huge because, yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but honestly, I haven't done reading like I should. Those chain missions I've seen, I've done a couple, but I haven't seen the significance of it. Does the payoff get higher and higher? I mean, what's the advantage to it over just taking mission after mission?
Well, I'll let the guys in the chat chime in if they have any thoughts on it. To me, it was like a mini story, but it wasn't very significant. So here, I believe it's going to be more of a story arc. You know, so it'll be more. It'll give you more information about what you're doing and why you're doing it. That is my understanding. It could be totally wrong.
Because I expected, if you did a delivery this chain and then the next chain you do another. I don't expect your destination to be a piece of that chain, but I haven't seen that. That's what a chain should be, in my opinion. So I'm just ignorant from it. I haven't had a chance to research it.
I'm just getting some more titanium and getting ready to take off here. Looks like we had a couple of Xbox commanders in the chat.
Yeah.
I actually play a lot. I remote stream my Xbox to my laptop, so I can sit next to the wife and she can watch TV, but I can play on, do community goals and whatnot. Let's get the landing gear up here. What else have we got here? Repair limpets. I don't think that can be minimized, because if you're doing a long trip mission, you want to be able to repair yourself. That's huge. And I'm going around in circles because I have not plotted my route. Did you say it was Hippocampus, the place we're going to?
Yes.
Well, close enough. All right. Yeah. So I kept flying around the station like, where's my target? Where's my target?
Done that, especially if you're doing something else, like watching TV.
Yeah, Kessa thinks there might be more rep as well. You might get more rep by following through with the chain, and that's a good point. That's a good possibility. Let's see here. What do we got? Where was I? Oh, this is a great one. When you're thinking about buying a ship paint job or nameplate or a ship kit, you kind of want to know what it looks like before you buy it, right? Well, now in 2.4 you're going to be able to preview any add-on for your ships before buying them. You still have to go to the Frontier store to buy it, but you'll be able to see that new paint job on your ship to know if you like it or not. And I think that is awesome because, quite frankly, I've bought some paint jobs and then afterwards I was like, yeah, I really don't care for them, So I think that's pretty awesome.
Sure.
Another awesome thing they're doing is, like, I think we've all been here, and I've even seen people post about this on the forums. You accidentally flew without rebuy, right? And you have no way to pay for that ship, right? This is your favorite ship. It's outfitted to the T's, right? And then you can't You can't buy it back. Well, now they're going to let you sell any stored ships you have, right, to help you rebuy the ship that you died in. So you may have maybe an Ass Explorer you haven't been using, and you're flying around your Anaconda and you're a couple million short. Then I'll be able to sell your other ships to pay for your rebuy, which I think is awesome. That is a great quality of life improvement. Now, here's one of the biggest ones. And Mace and I, if you guys have been watching, you'll know that Casta loves that too. You'll be able to plot your route. Now, Mace and I just went on a 7,000 or 5,000 light year journey in a previous episode, and we had to plot it every 1,000 light years. Painful. Now, they upped the maximum plotting range to 20,000 light years.
Oh, stop. Really? That's fantastic.
Now, from what I saw of the screenshots, I haven't done it myself. The screenshots show that was only fastest route. That was not most economical. Most economical route still looks like it's limited to 1,000 light years. I don't think you'd want to take a most economical route 20,000 light years.
Mercy. Oof.
That would be painful.
I never do that really unless I goofed up with fuel or something.
So yeah, and that's the best time to do it. But that is so cool, and saw somebody do that. I mean, you can't get all the way to Colonia by doing that. I think it was Obsidian Ant who we back. And while I'm here, I'll just say we also have a Patreon, patreon.com/goodgame. And we want to thank Victor, and we want to thank TJ, and all the other backers up there. And would love to know, the premium level backers. I was thinking about putting together rewards where you could download our videos. So if you Patreon backers think that would be a good idea to just download the videos and give them to your friends, let me know. Then you wouldn't need YouTube Red or anything like that to copy our tutorials and whatnot. So with that said, I'm trying not to fly by Hippocampus. I know that's not what it is, but that's what I'm calling it. Yeah, being able to plot that, and they even updated the routine for that, so it even plots faster. So sometimes it could take a while, even just doing 1,000 light years. It could take a while to do a plot.
Oh yeah, and the efficiency. You're only trying to pick a point in line, and it's going to zigzag to get those 2 points. For it to plot it, all the way to 20,000, that's huge.
That is really huge. So that's a huge quality of life. I mean, it's such a small thing, but it really is a big thing when you think about it.
If you want to do passenger missions, none of the good ones are under 10,000 light years. So.
And they even added something that you and I struggled with a couple weeks ago. They even added an option to select neutron stars boosts when you plot your route, so you get all neutron stars or all boostable stars. So I think that's very, very cool. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough, they're even going to show you the icon. They're going to put an icon in there to show you the last scoopable star before you run out of fuel. So you'll know, all right, I need to scoop there because that's the last scoopable star on my route.
Sheesh.
So some really thought went into that, and
yeah,
very much appreciated. If you guys are just joining us, we are playing Elite Dangerous, but tonight we're playing it on the PC because we're talking about the PC beta, which is open to all PC players in the next couple of days. We don't know exactly when it's going to be open, but it's going to be soon. So we're coming in here and we're just doing the Total Eclipse community goal, which quite honestly, I thought it's easy, but it's not paying much. What's that message? It's probably I am now allied. Yeah, I'm probably cordial now. Yeah, I'm cordial. But let's go and take a look, because I probably have 416, I think. So let's go up there and see where I am. Well, I cracked the top 75. It's 416. That's only 1 million credits. I almost said dollars.
Yeah.
1 billion credits. 1 million credits. So not much, but I want to see where that next level is. So we'll keep going because we got a lot more to talk about with the beta. So again, we got a lot of Xbox friends here. We play a lot on the Xbox ourselves. That's where our anacondas are. I think Mace has 2 anacondas. Don't you have 2 pythons too?
Yes.
Yeah. And you have 4 billion credits.
Almost.
Yep. I don't even think I have. I literally don't think I have 1 billion credits, but hey, it is what it is.
Well, you know, and because I have all the ships, I'm not economic at all. You know, they're all built. They're all have, you know, hardware, you know, all the armor. You know, instead of them being stripped down just to say I own the ship. So I kind of made it hard on myself to, you know, for money that way. So I just kept on working and working to crank up the money. And those passenger visits were just fantastic until they nerfed them 2 months ago now. But I was making 10, 15 million an hour just doing passenger visits while watching TV. It was you know, really, really profitable.
Now, for those of you watching, you saw this guy just like pass me in the where are we going? Pass me in the envelope, and it's AI because we're in a private group, so it's not another player. That was AI, so pretty risque. It's coming up right now. I can see it on my screen. I'm going to be watching a replay. Yeah, look at that. That's amazing. But in any case, let's see what else we got here. So there's going to be... Now, tell me what you think this means. Additional NPC stations added to support infrastructure and trade routes in Colonia region. Oh, that must be... I think they must... Okay. So just, I think, additional stations with NPCs handing out missions. Yeah, that makes sense because the guys want their missions. Yes, 21,000 light years away. Quite a far away. Make passenger missions. Caster says make passenger missions a little easier. I've had some easy ones lately. I stay away from the hard ones.
I agree with Castor because all those ones that pay out high, they're all secretive. You got to do the hidden crap. You know, you can't get scanned. I tried them twice, those secretive people, and goofed up, and they jettisoned, and I lost, you know, an hour or two got nothing. So I agree. I think some of the passenger missions, for the trouble they are, should be easier. So I'm with the Caster, definitely. I became a lead on a long time ago on doing so many passenger missions.
You know, he also
Explorer.
He also brings up being able to change the HUD colors, which you can do today on the PC with a utility or editing some files. And that's cool. That's cool. I've never taken the time to do it. As you can see, I'm running all orange here. I probably should. Or maybe we could do that next episode. I don't know. But yeah, that would be nice if you could just do that in game. I mean, there are some presets that work with everything, even if they only added 8 presets. You know, not infinite, but, you know, just 8 would be nice. You know, the ones that clash the least with the mission board and all that. So we'll see. We'll see. I would love to have that, though. I mean, you can change the color of your weapons, your engines, blah, blah, blah. Why not your HUD? Right?
Sure. I like it.
Now, they're also naming a bunch of systems in the Colonia, naming a bunch of star systems in the Colonia region based on people who won the migration challenges. So there was some challenges out there. Different groups in the game banded together, or I should say, groups of commanders banded together, forming different groups, and actually got their, got their name in the top 10 or whatever it was, and they will get systems named after them, which I think is very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, I gotta scroll up a little bit here. I'm gonna guess here that yeah, you're in there. Let me know when you take off.
Just landed.
So I'll go ahead and throttle the 0 here, and let's see what else we got. They added more space stations to the Pleiades region to support civil expansion. They added some mysterious locations that they're not going to tell us about right now. We'll have to find them. They added search and rescue contacts. So you know how you would pick up a occupied space escape pod and like it was illegal merchandise? Well, now you actually be able to give it to the search and rescue people. They're going to be a contact like the authorities where you go and turn in your bounties, and I think that's very cool. So now most of the cargo, most of the stuff you find at a site where there's been a ship destroyed, you'll actually be able to pick that stuff up. It won't be illegal anymore.
Cool.
So that's cool.
Launched.
I think it was last week we had we had a search and rescue guy show up, NPC show up when we were in one of those sites. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
And so that's cool that they'll have their own mission board and we can turn stuff into them. Yeah, I agree with Castor. The orange does get boring after a while. Let's see. And I just want to invite everybody who's watching to feel free to chat. Love to hear what you're doing in the game and get your thoughts and opinions on different things. Feel free to chat us up. With that said, they're refactoring a lot of the audio and music. They were updating the radio chatter system. And I'm reading this one, flight controllers. They've also updated that, and they're not really telling us much about it, but they're saying it's going to be awesome. So whatever that means. It could mean almost anything. Okay. Let's talk about the galaxy and system map here. They've, it looks like they sped them up. They optimized them, did some work with textures. And that, that issue where you transfer a ship and the icon stays where it used to be. Looks like they fixed that as well. So that's cool.
They've been busy. They've been real busy.
Yeah. Let's see what else they got. Just various fixes here and there. Let me get my titanium. We'll work at the community goal if you haven't heard. Not the best. I thought it was going to be a much better community goal. It's just not paying out. I guess a lot of people haven't done it, Let me get out of here. Plot a route back to... Where are we going? Hippocampus? The hippocampus?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm not saying that correctly. Let's see.
Who cares?
Okay, now there's some nice stuff they're doing with missions. Let's go ahead and take a look at that here. Let's see if I can get my mouse over there and scroll up. Okay. Oh, you're going to love this one, Mace. You're going to love this. You know how it tells you where you have to take the mission?
Yeah.
Now, get the gear up. Now they're going to actually tell us how many light seconds away the station is.
Oh, gee, really?
You know how many times we've picked up a mission because we didn't have the system data, and the station turned out to be 100,000 or 300,000 light seconds?
Yes.
And I just surf the web. I just, alt tab, I surf the web. If I'm remote streaming my Xbox or playing on the PC, I'm not going to just sit there for 10 minutes doing nothing.
Oh, don't forget my 1.7 million that took an hour and 10 minutes to get there. Remember that one? Yeah.
Chan is saying the Pleiades Nebula will also have a color change in 2.4.
Oh.
Thank you for that tip, Chan. Appreciate it very much, sir. Yeah, so I just think that is a huge one. That is big.
Sure. Big time saver. The only thing you probably can't get is the scan mission information, because sometimes you do a scan mission, as soon as you scan it, you find out it's like 10 planets away, and that could be 100,000 away. But everything else, that's still going to save a lot of time for cargo or whatever data.
Well, yeah, and a lot of times you jump on, you don't have a lot of time to play, right? Like I've jumped on where I only planned to be on a half an hour, so you take one of those missions, then you feel like you're stuck there, right? Like you have to finish it.
The only other thing I'd like to see is on the passenger missions, when you first go to choose it, it tells you how far each stop, let's say it's a 3-stop, 3-site type passenger mission. Well, all 3 of the distances are only from the station that you're at. It doesn't tell you how far it is from point to point. So it might say like 90 and 110 and maybe 150. That's all distances from your station. What I've found sometimes is it literally could be 1, 2, 3, 400 light years between, the first stop and the second. And that is a real shock sometimes. It hasn't been as bad lately, I've noticed. But boy, when I used to do them a number of months ago before other sources of income, it's just, wow. It was just such a long... a simple passenger would be a 3-4 hour thing.
Yeah, and I think that's why I avoided it. That and the fact that you can't filter on legal or illegal. And that the authorities in the station, they're a little... what's the word I'm looking for?
Stupid?
No. They like inflicting pain. What's the word I'm looking for? Well, anyways, you guys know what I'm saying. They're they let wanted criminals walk around, hang out at the mission boards, walk around in the terminal, board on public boarding ramps, and then when that illegal guy gets in your ship, and your ship heads out the slot, they blow up the ship full of innocent people. Because they were too lazy to pick the guy up when he was in the public spaces. That was my first and my last passenger mission for a long time. I bought a brand new ship. I think I bought a Beluga or an Orca. And that was my first experience with passenger missions. Now granted, there was some really fine print, which on my 65-inch TV, I can't see. Because I'm sitting 7-8 feet back. And somewhere in there said he was wanted, and I had a wanted guy on my ship. But really, pick the guy up as he's walking to my ship, or while he's buying his ticket at the ticket counter. This guy is posting for a ride on a public passenger board. Just go over there and pick him up. Don't blow up a ship full of innocent people just to get one guy.
Well, especially when it says maybe wanted in several systems or something like that, multiple systems. You wouldn't even think that would be in the system you're picking them from. It's actually double, illogical, right? You pick him up and like you say, he's there, and once you hit launch, you've got to like literally eject him or something. And I don't recall what I did last time when I got surprised, but it's been a long, long time.
Hey, Chan and Caster, feel free to add us as well. We got the same gamer tags on the Xbox as we do here. And if you guys are on Wednesday night on the Xbox when we're playing, you can join in with us. We try to keep the show PG-13.
Yes.
My wife tells me I swear too much as it is, so we're trying to keep the public channel PG-13. Gonna be a good examples for our kids and grandkids.
We need exemplary behavior, absolutely.
Yep. Hey DJ, welcome to the stream. We're just doing the community goal on the PC while we talk about the beta that's going to be open for everybody here in a few days. Maybe tomorrow, maybe a couple days later.
Oh, I'm leaving and you're just talking at number 35.
Yep. When I get in and out, my ship shook a lot. The old Python did a lot of shaking on that one.
I've noticed that more and more. Good month or so ago, that Autodoc seems to make it jitter. I'm not sure what that's about. I thought it was big ships at first, like my Imperial Cutter, but no, it's many ships actually that jitters.
It is, and I'm like, I want to tune their PID. It's like, dudes, I can help you with that. You're oscillating, right? Just need a little bit more derivative in there. We'll get that oscillation right out. We'll knock it right out. 624 top 75. Bummer, dude.
Wow.
This is a yucky community goal. But we'll keep doing it because we get things to talk about.
Yeah, I'm only at 384 tons, and I'm still top 75, which is 1.1 million.
Yeah, maybe Frontier will give us some kind of bonus.
It's good to have dreams. Oh, sorry, was that my outside voice? Loving the chat, guys. I'm enjoying watching all your comments and questions.
So look for invites from Castor and Chan. If they get them, we have to. I think we have to. Oh, look at this! This is going to be ugly.
What?
Maintain a safe distance while flying within this area.
I hope you guys enjoy that.
I'll wait for the stream.
You do not have the required authorization
Oh.
in this area.
Yeah. That was a good laugh.
You driving by sound again?
Watch it. I went out on the Reds, I think. Yeah, I went out on the Reds because it was convenient. Well, it wasn't too convenient for that other ship.
Well, the Beluga and Imperial Cutter goes through the center anyways, so it's kind of, you know. Oh, I'm watching. Oh, what are you saying? Something's going to come in?
Oh, I think you missed it.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
Oh,
my
you
gosh.
seeing it now?
Head on. Holy crap. Jeez, great.
It's it's harder to pay attention when you're talking.
Yes, it is.
Let's see what else they've done here. Let's see. They refactored the mission board so that you will get wider selection of missions, so everything won't be, data missions or scan missions. So you get more different types of missions. Plus you're going to get more missions from more factions. So right now, sometimes those minor factions, they don't have anything. Some of them won't have anything. Oops, wrong button. And that gets frustrating because you want to rank up with certain people, maybe Fed or Empire. And like one group will have a ton of missions and another group won't have any. So I think that's a very welcome change that they're doing there.
Yeah, by the way, these are Empire stations. We're going back and forth, so we're probably building. Well, I'm already a king, but I mean, you're probably building Empire.
You're
rank.
a king. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, this is a PC. What am I saying? Oh, never mind. I forgot.
You're a king and you're elite. I don't think I'll ever get there.
Yeah, but not on the PC. I'm sorry. I just realized that. This is.
Oh yeah, let's compare ranks on the PC. Yeah, let's do that.
Let me take a look here.
What's your trade rank?
Well, I'm sure right now it's helping. Let's see here. Give me a second. I'm just talking.
I finally have a better rank than Mace. I can't believe this.
Oh, stop.
We had to totally change platforms to one he just got the game on. But I finally beat him.
I know. I've had the month. What have I had? 2 months? I've been playing this 5 weeks. Uh-oh. Whoa. Jeepers. Excuse me.
Let's see what else we got here.
Alright, so I'm combat, I'm harmless. Trade rank, I'm only a dealer. Explorer, I'm only a surveyor.
We're tied at surveyor.
Empire rank, I'm a master at 90% so 10% more I need to get promoted.
Empire, I'm 100%, but I have no rank.
Oh, you didn't get any missions yet?
Yeah, no, I haven't been looking for them.
Oh. I agree, I like the Federation better. I just wanted their ships, like the Imperial Cutter and all that.
Tell me when you're leaving.
Okay, just talking.
Alright, so let's see what we have. They improved the speed of the mission board loading. And Obsidian Ant was talking about that. He said he saw a huge improvement. I didn't see a huge improvement in his video, but he thought it was a huge improvement. So I guess for some people it's going to be very noticeable. When I'm on the PC, it comes up, always comes up super fast for me, but I have a high-end PC, so that could be part of it. I don't know. Let's see, what else here? Better caching. Let's see. Fix the localization text for certain points of that. What else we got? NPCs. Apparently some of the military NPCs would go into battle without their weapons, so they fixed that. I thought that was funny.
Launching.
Oh, fix the capital ship movement issues. So we saw that when we did multi-crew to Seoul. And Jetty and I saw that when you were hosting that. So I'm going to wait for that orange pad to turn off. And now I should be able to request docking. So guys who are currently, everybody in the chat who's currently playing the game, what are you doing in the game? We'd love to hear from you. Are you doing exploration, combat, this community goal, which I wouldn't recommend? What are you all doing? What are you doing in the game right now? Chat it out. We want to hear from you. I think, you know, there's some outfitting fixes here that I think you've actually run into these problems. I'm not going to go through them all, but definitely some of these seem to be things you've run into. I haven't, but you had.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be in outfitting, you put a cargo rack in place of something else and it boot you out to the main menu. Or at least to your ship, and you'd see all of a sudden you're inside the station.
They did a bunch of little fixes to ships. I know there's been a lot of people posting about, there's an issue on this ship or that ship. There's a hole in the textures or whatnot. So they've done a pass on all those ships and done some fixes to those. So that's good. They've also done a lot of stability fixes and SRV fixes as well. Let's go to commodities market here and get some more titanium. How much are you making? Are you making any money doing this CG? I haven't even been paying attention.
I honestly haven't, especially when it's only 96 tons. I'm dropping off. It's kind of a sneeze in the bucket, but I'll notice next time. I have noticed credit shares when you've been paying, and I was in the station. I saw the shared values pop up.
It's nice, but it's such a little amount that it's. I mean, it's nice to get the extra amount, but it's so tiny.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like when you get attacked in bounties. When you get attacked, they could destroy your ship. They could cause you many millions, but to kill them, you just get like 20,000, a couple 100,000 at the most. It doesn't even pay for the repairs or the fuel. It's kind of strange.
No, it doesn't.
That needs to be fixed.
I think the last thing we'll talk about is they made some fixes to the VR or improvements to VR. And I'm not playing in VR tonight because I didn't think it would stream well. Because, sometimes you hold your head sideways or you're looking off to the side or, whatnot. But I love playing the game in VR, and they've made it even better. So that's cool. I can't wait to try that out. So that's a pretty big list.
Yeah, seriously, you've been talking for a while about it. It's pretty fantastic. I don't know too many manufacturers that make games that do that much, attention.
And it's not just that. There's going to be all this new story stuff that's going to be coming out too. So my only concern is how are they going to tell us about this story stuff? Because I don't read Galnet. I jump in the game and I start taking missions. One of the reasons I don't read Galnet is because it's not readable in the down periods. Like right now, I get about a minute and a half, 90 seconds, as I charge and jump to this new star system. That might be a good time to read Galnet, because you really can't do anything else. Look, if I come over here, to the target panel. They can't use that. I can't use this over here, the right panel. So it'd be nice to read little stories or tidbits from Galnet. Even if it was optional, just to turn them on, you know?
Well, yeah, I was thinking it'd be kind of cool if the heads-up display showed something while you're in warp and then goes away as soon as you come out.
Yeah, like a
drop out of
paragraph.
hyperspace.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if it was optional. It'd be nice if you could,
Sure.
if you could, you know, manually flip forward or backwards. Like maybe you didn't catch the last one or the last two. You could use your D-pad or a button on, you know, your left arrow on your keypad to, whoops, going too fast. Perform an E-turn. But it would be nice if they would just chunk it down and display it to you in your HUD, because quite honestly, after you see the Super Cruise hyperspace animation a million times, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, I'd like the option to do something else. I mean, there's so many options in the game. You can turn so many audio prompts on and off. It's really a deep, I mean, the menu is just so deep. It's just amazing. But that would be nice. All right, let's see what we got here. Electronic quit yesterday. Well, he's asking, after 100 landings, it's getting boring. Will 2.4 have a story? That's a great question, Electronic. I don't know. But it sounds like it will. But it's not going to be like a, you know, super guided, but it's supposed to be rolled out over time in increments. So it may be worth coming back to and trying every you know, once a week or once every couple weeks.
Romeo Echo. Please note this station is under Imperial sovereignty. All regulations must.
Chan is saying Google Chronicles of the Milky Way. Chronicles is spelled with a K, K-E-L-S. He says that gives you a good story for Elite. So I'll have to check that out. I did read the book by Drew. His first book, not his second book, because I'm a Kindle guy. So his second book was not out on Kindle last time I checked. But I liked it, but the one thing that, and Drew did a great job, it was a great book. I could not write something like that. I read about 70 sci-fi books a year, so I feel confident saying he did a good job. The one thing it was missing, though, the first story, was likable characters. You know, it's like halfway through the book, I still didn't have somebody I really liked. Everybody was kind of self-centered. So, you know, that's something that Star Wars and Star Trek always did really well. Battlestar Galactica, well, the original one anyways, they had likable characters that you could like.
Yeah.
And the best books I read have likable... I mean, they also have non-likable characters. They have evil people, crazy robots, you know, evil aliens. But, you know, it's hard to read a book and get halfway through and still not like anybody. So, but overall, it was a good book. Caster is saying, yeah, for long distance entertainment, that could be in-flight entertainment. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Gray, you were talking about profit. So, you know, here's 9,600 units, almost 100, right? And my profit is 60,000 credits.
Oh, my word.
So,
Commencing offload. Welcome to the facility, Commander.
not a mini maker, but it's for the cause, right?
Don't go anywhere yet. I'm going to sell my 208. I haven't even bothered taking stuff out to put more cargo racks in. 130,000 in profit, 1,000 credits. I can make that in one mission.
Yep, I know it.
So let's check. I mean, maybe we should just abandon the CG and go do something else. Let's check the CG and see where we are.
What's even more ironic is you have to come back to get it too. I always wondered why you had to come back to get the CG collection.
They can't put it in the mail. I'm at 832.
They couldn't send it electronically?
No, can't do that. It's 3,300. You know, it's not like it's 3,400. It's only
Oh.
3,303.
Oh, what, you mean the year?
Yeah,
Oh, you're too funny.
it is. Look at the top left up there next to Hippocampus Terminal. I know that's not the way it's spelt, but we like to make up names for stuff to make it fun. See, it says 24 August 3303.
Oh, sure. Right above
Yep.
Starport Services. Yeah. That's the
Dude,
year.
I'm at 832 and I'm only at 75. We got to do something else. This community goal stinks.
I think it's one of the worst ones. Or
Well-
is the worst.
Part of it's because it's not even at tier 4 yet.
Sure.
And it's only
That
going to
is
run
true.
for 3 days or 4 days. So we're just not going to make any money.
But its time left is 11 hours. Just under 12 hours, actually. So this is going to spike. Well, I'm sorry. It's not even going to get to any worthwhile tier before it ends. So unless they do some sort of manual extension of it, this is it.
Just going to go back to the chat. Chan said, hey, you can read Galnet when you do a mission and you fly 300k light seconds, but I hope never to take one of those missions ever again. So I could,
Yeah, that's a good comment. Yeah, I
but
like that.
yeah, I'd much rather have it come up automatically in small bites. But you can. If you're stuck doing one of those missions, you could do Galnet. I like to go on YouTube and watch videos, or go to the Elite forums. But go ahead.
I'm sorry. On that topic, guys who is listening, I want to say it was Alpha Centauri, and it was either Horizons or something with an H. That was a really long mission. That was, gosh, like 1 million light seconds. It was over an hour to go. I believe it was Alpha Centauri was the station that I was delivering cargo to, and I did not look previous. That was a bad mistake.
Painful. Hey, so let's look at the mission board.
Okay.
And I'm just scrolling. Let's look for one way. Let's see if we can. I got a HIP 17483. I got a Bijima.
Are you looking at the bottom controlling faction one first?
I'm going through them all.
Because the bottom one has, within the system, it's only 100,000 credits, but
I think if we took, I'm just looking at this HIP 17483. There's two HIP 17483s. One for the second faction, United Pterodactyls. Let's see. This does not have that new feature in it.
okay. Yeah, I see it.
What station is it to? I forget to check. I always do that. What station is that one for?
Arts Utanov. So the word art and then SUTANNOV station.
Yeah, that's 8,000 light seconds. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
But there was the ones that are in system. Are they far away?
I didn't look. I shot back up, but it's because it's controlling factor or higher ranks, so the higher dollar values or credit values.
So one is Brothers Dock, and one is
The one
Erie
in
Hub.
is Hockey Woods Hub. Let's see where that is. It's probably a planet usually, right? Yeah, no, it's only 684 LS from here, and it's a pad again.
So you're talking about Hank Woods?
I'm at the bottom, Empire Assembly, the one that we have the highest rank with,
Yep.
and the top one shows 20 units of clothing. Or is yours not like that?
I wasn't there. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Which one does this go to? Yeah, let's take this one.
Okay.
Hank Woods. Mine said Hank Woods.
Yes.
Okay. Go to Kellogg Holdings. They like the fourth guy down, the guy in the red shirt. Nope, not him. Where's the other ones? I just saw them.
All right. The first one.
No.
Oh yeah, there's consumer technologies. What's this
Okay.
you want to go to?
Workers of Kellogg. I know I'm not saying that right, but just work with me.
Got it. Yeah, I'm with you.
All right.
Two.
Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Airy Hub is 3,400 light seconds.
Okay.
That's not too bad, but this
No.
Brothers is close. Let's take the Brothers one. You want to do the one that's 3,400 light seconds?
Oh, it would. It's really another couple minutes, right? Probably 5 solid minutes.
So do we see?
But it's only 76,000 on the other hand.
Yeah, there's do favor region. I didn't check that one out. I'm just seeing. Should we take anything else? See any others?
The only thing is this other one that's Empire Assembly at the bottom. That's 265,000. It's 41 light years, but it's a better payout.
30 units of clothing, the 22281.
Oh wow, I see 18 units.
Well, I have a higher rank than you.
Yeah.
Let's do it. This is going to wait. This is going to Lee Orbital. Let's see how far away it is.
Let's see where it is. Yeah, gotta check it.
Lee Orbital. Come on, baby. Pop it up. Oh, my word.
What? It's crazy far.
2,400.
Oh,
That's not bad. It's an outpost, too.
Okay.
Let's take it. It's a lot of money.
Sure.
Now, we're going to be careful. That is a huge system, but let's look for more of those 222. What was it? 222 something?
Hip, and then 3 2s, 8 1.
22281. I thought I saw someone else with a 22281.
Okay.
222. Of course, now I'm not seeing it.
Yes. It's not related to the Empire, but it's just the one that's company, CO.
Kellogg CO. I don't have it. Grab it. I bounced out of the mission board by accident, so I got reloaded.
Let me see. Llama. No, it's okay. I don't want something you don't have. So, okay. All right. Where do you want to go first?
Wait. I found one under 6 Interstellar Corpse.
Coming back. Those are the top ones. Oh, no. I just see, what do you call them? The fetch, industry needs, you had to go out and fetch whatever. You see a regular mission there?
Yeah, I bounced in and out of the mission board, so that's why I'm seeing different things.
All right, let me go back.
I'm trying to see if it's worth it, but I can't find it. All
yeah,
right.
maybe I don't see him.
I spaced the name. Lomonosov Vision. Outpost. All right, so we got a recommendation here from, First Electronics said, in-flight entertainment, I got Under the Rift with Hello V. I've been wanting to try that. Hello V, have not tried it yet. Chan says he recommends you look for an outbreak system and then bring them basic medicines. You can make 2,600 credits per ton. That's really good money. That is very good money. Thank you for the tip. We may try that.
That's fascinating. Yeah. It's always so cool to hear what other people do.
I'm taking this Lomonosov one because it's super close. Do you see it? Why don't you exit the mission board and come back in?
Okay. I'll do it again.
It's under the 6th Interstellar Corpse.
Okay. I only see 2 that are fetch advanced medicines and protogen cells.
All right. And it may be
So-
because you're full. Maybe you don't have enough room.
Yeah, it says 2 of 2. It might just be rank or something.
All right. So where are we going first?
Let's see. What's the list tell us first? Well, I would say we're probably going to go somewhere close by first, like Brothers.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Launching.
Me too. Don't crash into me. Oh, you're all the way in the back.
Am I? Didn't notice. Oh, yeah, I'm way back.
You have been
Oh, yeah.
disengaged from
I can
the
see
dock.
you're taking off right in front of me.
Observe restrictions when leaving the
Looking to
station.
crash into somebody.
Just stay right. You're doing well. Here, I'll bump into you. How's that?
No. Hey, watch out. That beast is coming in. I don't know if that's an orca or a beluga, but it's big.
I still haven't figured out why somebody thought of having the slot be the entrance and the exit. Out of all the advanced, clever things they did.
I already told you, it just costs a lot of energy to keep that force field up.
Oh, sure.
Anyways, you always have to have a Death Star-like power supply at the bottom of every space station, you know? So Luke Skywalker can come in and blow it up. Or Han Solo, Lando Calrissian, one of those guys, right?
Sure.
So what are you guys doing in game? Let us know. I'd love to hear from you. We're doing some cargo here, just to round out the second hour of the stream. And we want to hear from you guys. What were you doing last time you played? Chat it up. Appreciate all the recommendations too on Hello V and on the basic medicines and Galnet and you know, all of it.
Absolutely.
And here we go. We're flying to Brother's Dock. My Brother's Dock.
I didn't catch if our friends online are also in Mobius. Did you? Any of you guys on Mobius?
Yeah, if you
In the
guys,
chat?
if you're not, check it out, elitepve.com. I see almost daily people in playing an open and they're complaining because they keep dying. But you know what? I mean, that's why I stopped playing multiplayer games like Counter-Strike back in the day, because people were just hacking it and playing stupid, you know. And that's sad. It's sad, but
It's a killjoy, absolutely.
not everybody's like that. I mean, there are. We met at the Elite Meet down at PAX. We met a bunch of people who played in open and were decent people, and you know they weren't pirates. They weren't out griefing newbies. There's nothing wrong with being a pirate, but griefing people who just get the game, that's kind of, or suicide or sidewinding. You know. You know, I'm glad to make some changes to make that a little bit more costly for that behavior, because, quite honestly, there should be a bounty on you if you commit murder, really. And just because you're speeding doesn't mean you're responsible. Like if a dump truck drives into your car, and you're doing 30 and a 25, you shouldn't be responsible for the accident if they hit, you know, if they T-boned you, you know. Just because you're going a couple miles over the speed limit. So, that's my thought anyways. What do you guys think? What do you think, Mace?
I agree. I think self-responsibility is kind of crap in a lot of areas in this country and other worlds, but that kind of flips the other way. It's kind of, you know, that's not redirecting the responsibility. If that truck, in your case, T-bones you, there's something else they did wrong. By judgment, ran a red light, something. So I'm with you. Totally agree.
Whoops, wrong button. Put those away.
By the way, you know how I was saying the bad drivers down here? Our state is number 9 for being the worst in the country for drivers.
Out of 50, you guys come in number 9.
We are the worst. Yeah. So
Hey, where's Massachusetts?
Oh boy, 17.
Really?
I think.
I thought Mass would have got much worse rating. I mean, we don't have a lot of bad drivers where I live up here in the Berkshires.
Right.
It's really the bad drivers. We have some elderly people who they drive into the wrong lane. And not to say everybody who's older is bad at driving. I'm not, but we were at the movies the other day. I was at the movies the other day with my son. He came up from Orlando, and the guy in front of us had just got hit by an older couple who had got in the wrong lane.
Sure.
So yeah, it's painful when you get in an accident.
Yeah, the problem around here is that people are just absolutely dying. I mean, there's literally dying. Route 78, some other major highways. Trucks, cars.
Yeah, we lose 40,000 people in the U.S. a year to car accidents. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
Yep.
So I'm looking over at the chat. You see anything over there?
Oh, well, Chan just talked about a couple other things. Oh, no, the other one was about the outbreak. That's fantastic. And then he said they made 150 mil making peace systems into war system and to killing missions. 108 ships, 18 mil per each. Wow.
Nice.
Oh,
Cass,
and,
go ahead.
And
Take
yeah, you see Caster? Go ahead.
No, you take it.
Oh, is it private server? It's Mobius. If that's your question, Caster. Maybe you were hit faster. Great. Do you want to say a little bit slower, the website? Do you know it in your head, or should I?
Yeah, it's
look it up
Elite, like Elite Dangerous, ELITEPVE.com. Basically, to join the group, you just got to agree not to shoot any humans, other players, human players. I think I went back. Did I go by medals? Yeah. So you can the only time you can, it's okay in the private group to, gee whiz, I got to pay attention here. Wait, come on, all right.
Tell you what, I could probably put...
here I am thinking I'm still doing the community goal.
Oh no, are you buying stuff?
Change gears, Gray. Change gears.
That's pretty funny.
See, I definitely cannot talk and fly at the same time.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
Let me launch so you can get in here. Yeah, so ELITEPVE.com. Basically, to join the group, just got to agree to their terms. When you play in the group, you won't kill other commanders, real people, unless they're on the opposite side in a conflict zone. So if you choose, let's say you choose Federation, they choose Empire in a conflict zone, then all bets are off. But otherwise, you're not allowed to. You just agree if you're going to play in that private group that you will you won't shoot other commanders. And on the PC, that group has like 20,000 members. And I was on the PC in my Rift when I first got it at the ancient ruins, and there were commanders all over the place, ships of all different colors and types, and it was very, very cool. Yeah, you got to put your land again. Oh. That said, on the Xbox, I think we only got 600 players.
Yeah, and you're thinking 10,000 or something on the PC? How much?
On the Xbox, there's around 600. On the PC, there's around 20,000 in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
So the private groups, you try to join up based on where you live. So if you live in Europe, you join the Europe one. If you live in the U.S., you join the U.S. one. The game's just so, it came out first on the PC, and it's so crazy popular on the PC. But, man, I think the Xbox group in the last 2 months have grown by 50%. And I just there's nothing wrong with opening. If that's what you want to play, I mean, God bless you. That, go for it. But I don't have a lot of time to game, so I don't want to get taken out by a suicide sidewinder. That's why I like playing in the Mobius private group. So they have groups on PC, Xbox, and PS4. So good guys. ELITEPVE.com. And they don't even know I talk about them on the show. So, but I think a lot of new players, it's a good option. It's a good option.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially if you're just a one-off, don't have other friends you fly with for protection and all that. It's nice to know that you kind of have brothers out there that should be cordial to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. But we make when people aren't members of it, we just play in our own private group. Everybody can have their own private group, which is very cool.
Yeah.
I wish you could rename what the private group name was. You can't, but
you going to Hawkwoods?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just another option, and and options are good.
Looks like Caster's going to go find it. So
Yeah.
it's on Elite Dangerous's website. You'll find a link in there. I tried to paste a link and I forgot you can't paste websites.
And I'm going too fast because I'm like, just go to Elite PVE playerversusenvironment.com. And I'm doing the Turn of Shame E-Turn.
E-turn.
I posted, there was a chat going on once with the Frontier, and somebody goes, no, it's not an E-Turn, it's the Turn of Shame. Remember that. Look, it's the E-Turn. It's not my fault that in 1,300 years from now that they haven't figured out how to do cruise control. Cruise control in my car works great. So does my backup camera, might I tell you.
But it doesn't auto park.
My model does not, but it does have the adaptive cruise control.
Oh, okay.
That's
Good.
awesome. If you don't have adaptive cruise control, it is awesome. You set it, like I'll set mine for 72, and if somebody slows down in front of me, my car slows down with them. It's awesome.
Yeah. My wife's 2006 BMW has that, but it's literally not turned on from the computer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it
it's
has
an
sensors,
option?
Has everything. You have to pay the dealer to have it activated.
Really? Not a good way of doing business, huh?
Yeah. I just changed the starter in that. Did I tell you about that? I must have. I had to pull the intake manifold off, and basically the whole top of the engine I had to pull apart to get the starter from the top. But it works good now.
I would not buy this car. All the stories you told me about it.
Yeah, my Explorer's at 240,000 miles. I haven't done anything close to that.
I remember the first time I was changing disc brakes. Not the first time I was changing disc brakes, but the first time I forget what it was. It may have been my Pontiac or my Dodge. I forget. But I took the top bolt off on the caliper, right? Loosened the bottom one, and I flipped the caliper over, and it flipped completely out of the way of the rotor. And I could leave it there. I could leave it all attached and do the brakes and everything. Pull the rotor off, put it on. I'm like, the guy who designed this is a genius. Every car should be like that.
My Ford Explorer's like that.
Oh, really? You can leave it connected and flip it completely over?
Yeah, the caliper, sure.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's 2 bolts. I change my pads early, the brake pads, and there probably is like 3 millimeters at least left before I change them out, so the discs last longer.
Sure.
And I have done 130,000 miles on these discs all around from doing that so far. And it probably takes me, I don't know, 20 minutes to the front and probably 15 minutes for the back.
That's awesome.
The only time I had trouble in the rear is because it has these kind of goofy drums inside for the parking brake. That's the first time I did it, they were rusted up. So, I replaced them, lubed them like crazy, and then, of course, every job after that's easy.
So, I'm seeing this bug again where I've dropped the missions off, but they're still showing up in the system map. Have you seen that?
And the Xbox too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've done these two. I didn't see this last time I played, but I've seen it a couple weeks ago.
My guess is I've seen it on both platforms this week. My guess is it's something to do with the server is making sure it's cached, that you don't lose it. But because it's trying to do that, it's actually in two places. It's actually still there. And then sometimes missions you grab can have even a minute or two at least as a delay to see them on the left forward.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, hey, I selected, I got done picking a bunch of missions, and I looked to the left, and I see like 3, and I'm like, huh? I thought I did like 6. So I go back, and the mission's gone, like, huh? And then all of a sudden, you see it pop up.
Caster was asking why he hasn't heard of Mobius, and
yeah,
that's why we talk about it every show, because I think for some people, like yourself, Caster, I've seen a lot of people on the boards post about, hey, I'm tired of lone wolfing it. I want to play with some other people, and they don't realize that there's a group. Now, again, just because you're with that group, you still may not see other humans out there. If you go to someplace popular like a CG, well, if it's a good CG, you may see other humans. But, if you're just doing like we're doing, random missions in the middle of nowhere, you may not run into anybody. Even in open, you may not run into anybody. But I do know that the software, Elite Dangerous, the servers, will try to put 2 commanders in the same instance, even if they're not in a win. It always tries to group as many people as possible together, which makes sense too, because that's less horsepower, that's less instances they have to generate for each star system. If they can put, instead of creating a unique one for everybody, put everybody in shared ones, it saves on horsepower. What were you going to say, Mace?
Oh, geez, what was I going to say? I understand their frustration. The wealth and volume of information I've received from you alone has been, fantastic. There's so much to the game that I wouldn't have known where to go for, because the forums are really, really detailed for Elite.
Yep.
And there's a lot of, you search things and you get a lot of hits, and it's hard to filter out to look what you're looking for, and not to mention the suggestions of like, hey, how can I not be lone wolfed on missions? But also Soul is, of course, a very popular system. You'll see other people there.
That's a good point. I gave up watching the news about 10 years ago. I haven't missed it a day, not even a minute. I haven't not watching the news since I gave it up. I used to be really into the news all my life, and I gave it up. I'm like, I don't need this stress. Why do I have to worry about people? There's 7 billion people on the planet, or close to it. Why do I have to worry about people that I'll never, that are halfway around the world? We got problems right here in our own town. Do I have to worry about every town on the planet? I just can't. So instead, I read the gaming news every day, GameSpot, IGN. I try to hit all those sites, and because I'm playing a lot of Elite, I try to read the Elite forums and the Elite PvE forums every day. Here we go, another. That was really bad. But that's what I do instead of doing the news in the morning. I'm doing an E-turn over at the Erie Hub. But so I'm constantly, I just love gaming. I probably have a couple hundred. I don't know. I probably have 1,000 games. I just collect games. So a lot of the games I got on sale. A lot of them for a few dollars here and there. So I just don't have enough time to play them. But trying to get better at buying games I don't play. So. But I got the games on the Atari, I got the games on the NES, so on and so forth. Got my Commodore 64 kicking around here somewhere.
Now you're dating yourself.
Hey, I love the Commodore 64. I started off with the VIC-20. I think you had the Tandy, didn't you?
I had Tandy computer. I had.
Did you start with the
Apple
Heath kit?
II Plus. when it came out. Floppies. Yeah.
What was your first computer? Was it a Heathkit you built?
The very first would be that Apple II Plus, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Had a tape drive, and then I graduated to getting a 5.5-inch floppy, which was really exciting.
Oh, no, no, no. What am I doing? Don't do that. I'm going to go into frame shift.
You flying by sound again?
Yeah. So, Mace, we got a couple more comments in here. Castor has one about, take the one from Castor and Chan, but Castor has a comment about a vehicle.
Oh, yeah, a VGD TT30.
Castor, are you in Europe? Because we don't recognize that model.
I'm afraid I don't. What manufacturer is that? I apologize for my ignorance. I don't recognize it.
It sounds very European.
German? Yeah, German or British, maybe? Although it could be
Swedish?
Italian, too.
Maybe it's a Volvo? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you want to take the one from Chan?
Oh, the auto deck. Let's see. All things. Sorry, I'm just launching here. The problem for AutoDock and all auto things is AI was in Elite, but it gone hostile and now is illegal to have a great AI. I love it. That's great. Whoops. Okay, let's not crash. I know Jimmy by talking. What's this? Oh, I watch esports more than actual sports.
That was Castor.
Castor again, yeah.
I it's funny. I haven't gotten into it. I've been playing some StarCraft here and there because StarCraft Remastered came out, and been playing that. The game I fell in love with back in I think '97, '98. I used to love watching the StarCraft 2, but I just I don't know what it is. I just don't watch too much of it. I'm talking and I'm not doing. Here, let me do.
We should ask our audience if they'd like to see a Vegas 2 or Vegas 1 broadcast. If that brings back memories to people.
It's really bugged, though. Remember the whole machine gun that doesn't stop going?
Oh, yes, when you're not in, what do you call it, single player.
Yeah. So I almost avoid it because I love Vegas 2. I love Vegas 2, but I think that bug is more prevalent on the PC.
Yeah, in co-op especially.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. We could do Xbox. Oh, I'm sorry. You're saying you saw it in Xbox as well?
Oh, yeah, I have. Yep.
Okay.
Matter of fact, last time we played, but it's not as bad on the Xbox.
It's in the code.
Still,
yeah, it's just in the code somewhere. Sure.
I wish they could fix that. And I think it has something to do with latency, like it's a latency issue. But Vegas 2 is one of my favorite games of all time.
It really is. It's very classic, and some of the comments and stuff by the AIs are a riot.
That's the other problem too. Is that we wouldn't be rated 13, PG-13. Saying that, that's why when we did the Division, I didn't put that on YouTube. So we streamed that on Mixer, but it's those Tom Clancy games. They're very vulgar. There's no vulgarity setting that you could turn off, which is a shame. But
I noticed that for the first time. I don't recall earlier missions having that kind of language. I don't know where that came from. That was kind of weird.
No, they
That's
have.
always been?
Yes. I noticed it day one because you can keep the pictures in your room, but you can't keep the sound in your room. And I got a couple of grandkids who live in our apartment here at the house, and that's not appropriate language for at the time a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. So
yeah, no, I agree.
But my favorite saying from Vegas 2 is, "They killed him. He owed me money."
Yeah,
I just love that saying. I just love it. Oh. So, Castor, what esports are you watching? Oh, and what is a VGD TT30? And Chan, are you using the AutoDock at all? Or do you totally stay away from AutoDock? So they should hear that in about 30 seconds because we are doing a slight delay.
Right.
Yeah, we did Sunday nights. We also stream. Sometimes we do it on Mixer, and we actually tried the Mixer co-streaming. We had 3 of us. Man, that was cool.
Yeah, it really was. They got some sort of bugs fixed. That was really nice.
Yeah, and I was watching all 3 of us live. Like there wasn't no latency, and there wasn't, causing all kinds of issues. I was surprised it worked so well, actually.
Yeah, it was just my airhead move one time where I didn't realize I had to manually hit start broadcast as well as when I launched it. I thought that was it. Didn't realize that the second step was start broadcast.
It was a little strange how they implemented that because it's like you say broadcast, it'll like stop broadcast or broadcast. And you're like, okay, good. It's like, wait, do you want me to click that?
Yeah, because I clicked it twice. Clicked it once and I thought it was done. I'm like, okay, it really isn't broadcasting. So yeah, that was a little weird, but doesn't matter. Now I know.
So Chan says he does not use the auto dock at all.
Oh, okay. I see.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't use it, and
sure.
I don't know. Maybe I won't use it here on this next landing. See how I do.
Well, before I had an engineer crank up my power, I got rid of the auto dock because my power was really close with the lasers, like the beams, like the carry, and all the. I usually have all 4 shield boosters in my Python, so I was not running a auto dock at all because it takes like 1.3 megawatts, which is crazy for a little computer. But so I understand that. But then after, it's just so nice, especially when you're especially if you're playing at night, a little tired. You just might want to click auto dock and let it go. And for my Anaconda and especially my Imperial Cutter, that beast, it's very nice to have. It's pretty awkward to manually. I got damaged once before I had good shields, the A-class shields, and landing the Imperial Cutter by hand was just a little bit of a bother. Had to be a little cautious what you did.
Oh, he's saying it's the motor in a 300ZX. Okay, I'm with you now.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Those used to be Datsuns years ago, and now Nissan. I worked on them when I was in high school for friends. Didn't own one myself. I pulled an engine in a 240Z and rebuilt the lower end. The oil pan rotted and some of the frame. I know those cars fairly well. So yes, they are shoehorned in. And the funny part about my wife's BMW is you have to have a lift or something to really get underneath to change the oil. But in the old days, older BMWs, you actually had to undo an engine mount and jack to twist it to get the oil filter out.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, I remember that back in the 80s somewhere. I think it was. I had a friend that had an old one.
I don't change my oil. I take it down to the place to do it, to the garage.
Sure.
That is just one job. It's just so messy. It's like for the $15 I save, I just pay them.
Yeah, and it's carcinogenic waste. You got to be careful with gloves and all.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, brakes is something I do a lot. Rotors. Helped my son replace his battery cables the other day. We've done. Actually, he has an old Jeep, so we've done a lot of work on that. But the older I get, the less
Nice.
I want to work on cars.
Mm.
All right. This Spider. Hey, Spider. How you doing?
Oh, Spider says he doesn't use it docking at all either. Auto dock. Interesting. What size ship you running, Spider?
Oh, and Chan, what size ship you running?
Yeah, that'd be good to know. And what's your favorites?
Oh, see, I'm not paying attention again. Caster, I've heard so much about Overwatch being so awesome. I was a big Team Fortress 2 guy. What a fun game that is. But I guess when Overwatch came out, I was playing something else. and I've just never even looked into it. And I know it's like this mega hit out there. But yeah, I've probably should check it out. I did finish recently. Last month I finished the Titanfall 2 single-player campaign. Well, I think that was phenomenal. The Infinite Warfare campaign, I'm struggling with that. The ship flying especially is so different than Elite Dangerous that yeah, I just I struggle with that game. I think the presentation is phenomenal, but the actual handling of the vehicles just drives me nuts. Been playing a little No Man's Sky on the PC. Picked it up on sale. That's a fun game. It's nothing like Elite as far as flying ships, but it's still pretty interesting. Hello, Spider. Okay, so we're gonna do manual docking.
Yeah, that's true. You do one thing about the auto dock, guys. If you want to try it, you can't walk away.
I do all the time.
Yeah, I know, and I've lost 2 ships.
Hey, you beat me here.
Yeah, I didn't have that other mission you did.
Oh, you didn't have the airy place.
Right.
Well, you need to leave so I can land.
I'm working on it. Hold on there.
Well, I see this the atmosphere escaping from the cargo bay.
Yes, I'm launching now. So yeah, for autodock, you have to have the control in your hands. You have to watch it.
I don't.
And then you have to be ready to throttle up, down, whatever. Because I agree, it's not perfect. Some days are better than others. And even the big ships, sometimes they'll go in and then all of a sudden decide to go down and let another ship pass. Definitely. But it's just sometimes if you're tired or you're remote desktoping through Windows 10 to your Xbox, that's where I use it a lot.
Oh, your fan's on your mic again.
Oh, excuse me.
So I'm not auto docking.
Oh, you turn it off?
Yep. But my only problem is because I have it, I can't go to 0. I'm gonna have to auto. Oh.
Yeah, I agree with you, Spider. That's why for my Python,
I could have turned it off.
Sometimes I do pull it out because I want the space. My Anaconda and Imperial Cutter, which I fly a lot, they have plenty of space, so I haven't worried about it. But you're right. If you're doing cargo missions, even my Anaconda, my second Anaconda that I use just for cargo, there's no auto dock on that, and even the Discovery Scanner, all of that, I'll very often take out so I can have all that extra cargo. So totally agree with you. It does take up space. Yep.
All right. That's it. All my missions are done. How about you?
Yep. Same thing.
I can crash all by myself. Thank you. I hear you, Spider. I just tried the auto dock, but when I got to 0, I should have turned it off, disabled the module, but I didn't. Cass is saying, Overwatch is a good game for an arena shooter. But comp is super stressful. Yeah. Well, I think that's it. Anybody in the chat have ideas what we should do next week? Just reading the list of things in the beta, I don't know that deserves an entire show. There's a lot of improvements in there, but we're not going to travel 20,000 light years just to make sure it works. So I think next week we'll be back on probably back on the Xbox. If you guys want to join us, please join us. Chan has a Corvette A-rated. I'm jealous. I don't think I'll ever get a Corvette A-rated. And
wow.
Anaconda for trade, and I do have a very nice Anaconda. Whoops.
How long have you been playing, Chan? That's incredible to have a Corvette. That's fantastic.
And guys, we're going to call it a show here. Just wait for any last comments. If you guys have any thoughts or suggestions on where we should go and what we should do next week. Love to hear them. Always love the comments on the show itself. Really appreciate all the input, suggestions, tips. And just telling us what you're doing right now. We love to hear what other people are doing too. And, if anybody out there wants to support us, you can find us over at patreon.com/goodgame. If you want to throw us $1 a month, we'd appreciate it. And, Mace, what am I forgetting?
Oh, just like you said, thank you for our fans. We appreciate your comments and keep it coming. I love it.
Yeah, thank you, fellow commanders. And on behalf of Mace and myself and Spider and Chan and Castor and everybody else who joined us tonight, I want to wish everybody a great week. And until next time, commanders, peace.